Super impressive American debut by Consternation this afternoon's fourth race. An filly that beat her in Ireland, Inner Beauty, is in the Del Mar Juvenile Fillies turf. That form looks pretty good right now, the way she won. Very, very explosive turn of foot for Patty Gallagher and Drayden Van Dyke. On to the fifth race. We got a field of 12 here with two scratches. Scratch to 5 Bullet Times, scratch to 14 Endless Tail. And this horse figured to be a very short price. Winning race last time, just lost the head bob. Do Not Swipe Left. Claimed off Richard Mandela for 20, wheeled right back for 20 by Manny Ortiz, who also is co-owner of this gelding. Not surprised this shorter price. Numbers-wise, just towers over this field. And he is the even money choice. After that, price is all over the place. That's the 10. Time to Testify. The Keith DeSormo barn. So-so efforts on the turf across town. 3 is Amolite. Didn't show anything in his debut for Chuck Treese. 30-1 and didn't do any running at all. Passed a couple of horses. Very green early on. There's the 2 Rossman. 9th career start. Second 2 back as the beaten favorite, but beaten 7 lengths. Very weak bunch at Los Al. The third place finisher, Zioneer, is a long-time maiden. Still a maiden. Floyd Moneymaker went by. Takes the blinkers off and came back with a good work out of that last race for Val Brinkerhoff. Had to need the race, and Gelding's first 2 races, one at Portland Meadows and one at Del Mar, were both decent efforts. Ron Ellis trying to get off the schneid with Bob L. Blinkers off. Winning race 2 back on a mile. Lost the photo to Bold Endeavor. And then a flat effort last time. The third place finisher, Colt Fiction, was the next out winner. Troubled trip, too, for Babel. The blinkers come off and a rider switch to Juan Hernandez. Drayden Van Dyke, who rode last time, not named on a horse in this race. That's a little unusual because Van Dyke rides a lot for Ron Ellis. And with Hernandez getting on board, any number of things could have went into that swit. As the 11 Leprino. Nice looking horse. Should be for $700,000 by Medalla d'Oro out of a Friends Lake mare. John and Sally were the owners of this gelding. John Kelly passed away early at this meet, a long-time owner in Southern California. Good guy and well respected in the game. And reading into that the drop in for 20, that was probably the idea. It's just to sell the horse and to move on with probably estate reasons and otherwise, because it was a pretty dramatic drop for Leprino. 25-1 on the 6 Tiger's Song. Claimed out of the debut. And to say the least, a claim that has not worked out. Just a dull effort in the debut and 2 bad efforts after that, so it's to the bottom here for 20 for Alfredo Marquez. Big white blaze on Floyd Moneymaker. Another one who probably needed his last race. He hadn't been out in a long time. He takes the blinkers off today. Still a race in front of the pick 6. That begins with the 6th race today. Just one, well, a couple scratches the rest of the way. In the Del Mar Derby, Warren Showtime scratch out of there. According to trainer Craig Lewis, a little mucus this morning, just not 100%. That's why she's out. And in the 11th, the Alsos didn't make it in 11, 12, and 13. Horses coming out. We're set for riders up.
The horses for today's fifth race are now coming onto the track. Scratch numbers 5 and 14. There's exacta, quinella, trifecta, superfecta, double, and pick 3 wagering. Time in 9 minutes. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have now reached the starting gate. Last chance to wager on the 5th. Getting set to load now for the 5th race at 6.5. Humboldt and Kenji Looks Lucky lead them in. Rossman, Drink to That. Now Amalite loading. There's Baba Yell. Next up are Time to Testify and Floyd Moneymaker. Goes in. Now Leprino. Tiger Song. Number 3, Amalite, has become fractious in the gate and has unseated the jockey. The jockey's off. Number 3, Amalite, fractious in the gate. Back, number 4, Floyd Moneymakers, come out the front of his stall. And starter does have a hold. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Number 3, Amalite, has now been scratched out of this race. Order of the stewards. Late scratch. Scratch number 3, Amalite. The runners are being backed out of the starting gate. There will be a slight delay. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We have a second late scratch from this race. Number 7, Humboldt, has been scratched by order of the stewards. Scratch number 7, Humboldt. So 2 late scratches, number 3, Amylite, and now number 7, Humboldt, have been scratched. Runners getting set to reload now for race 5. They're moving back in. There looks lucky. Drink to that, Babayel, and Time to Testify. Abel Cedillo back on Rossman, about to load. Leprino's in. There's Prince Ricky. And Tiger Song tucked away. Far outside, Sharp Speaker. Loading in. They're off. Prince Ricky began sharply, one from the outside, goes out to a slight lead. Floyd Moneymaker coming up the inside second. Tiger Song is racing third. Leprino 3 lengths off the leaders. Rossman 1 from the inside, now mid-pack. Then Babayel and Kenji Looks Lucky coming up the inside. Further back to Drink to That and Time to Testify, 7 lengths off the lead. Being pulled up is Sharp Speaker. Number 13, Sharp Speaker, was pulled up after about a furlong. Continuing down the backside, and Prince Ricky crosses over to lead by 3/4 of a length. Floyd Moneymakers come off the inside second. Tiger Song is outside third. Then Rossman. Leprino's in a good spot, 5th to move up. He's on the outside of horses, now 3.5 off the lead. Then Babayel. Drink on the far outside. That is Time to Testify, now making a run. Has gone by Drink to That, and Kenji Looks Lucky at the rail. Is now 7 lengths off the lead. They pass the 5/16 pole, and Prince Ricky is rolling. Leprino now comes on serious. Leprino's a big threat in second. Rossman, Time to Testify. Then it's Babayel passing Tiger Song. Top of the stretch now. Leprino takes dead at Prince Ricky. Furlong to go. Prince Ricky weakening. Leprino takes over. They're clear from Time to Testify. Rossman and Babayel. 16 to go. It's Leprino. Leprino stepping clear safely. It's Leprino. Another for Reesbily. They win easy from Prince Ricky. Time to third. Babayel finished 4th. The unofficial results of race 5. Winner was number 11, Leprino. Second, number 12, Prince Ricky. Third, number 10, Time to Testify. And fourth, number 9, Babayel. 11, 12, 10, and 9 unofficial. Final time for 6.5 furlongs, 1 minute 16 and 99/100ths.
Waiting now, Pulsate and Guido. They're in the game. And they're off. For prime battle state. Checky Shabbat at the rail. Pulsate move. Guido's on the side and running in. Then Fig Jelly in sixth and ready for time is the leader with Pulsate. Chase in second and Battle Station down towards the rail in third. Guido is next in fourth. Checky runs in after a quarter in 1 and 4. Fig Jelly and at the back is Pagliatti. Midway around our turn, ready for prime time. Challenged here by Pulsate. Guido will be 3 wide at the top of the station. His front runners, Shabazz will need a way through. The field is in the stretch. It is ready for prime time and Pulsate heads up the lead. Pulsate ready for prime time. Battle Station is in third. Guido Jelly on the outside. Here comes Battle Station looking up big upset and he's done it at 21. Battle Station tight for second. Pulsate and prime time. Number 3, Battle Station was first. Number 8, Pulsate second. Number 7, Ready for Prime Time was third. And number 5, Jelly finished fourth. Results on it. 3-8. Time of the race, 1 minute and
They are exactly the same.
They're identical. Actually, they're not. House 2 also has antioxidant vitamin C.
Antioxidant?
Then we'll take House 2.
Given the choice, why wouldn't you choose the one with antioxidant vitamin C? Choose Vizzy Hard Seltzer.
Penultimate pick six of the meet tips off here. Race number 6 on this Sunday card. No carryover pick six. Should guys pool in some very competitive races, including those 3 stakes. So we begin here in the 6, 5 on the grass. Let's get out there and take a look. Do have a little breeze now, but very warm temperatures and a lot of smoke overhead in the skies around Del Mar because of the fire near Alpine, California. So that it's just making it very hot and uncomfortable here. Peter Miller giving a bath to a Miss Fraulein. Currently 7-1. The favorite is the 2. Greg's Diva for Phil D'Amato's had a really, really good meet. This horse has been away since October. Gets Pratt. Won on this course last August. And is the 2-1 choice. And is going to be favored. You can see the will pays. This horse is going to be a very short price. $12.20 double. The next closest $23.25. So it's not one of these horses that's going to drift up in odds. Probably be right around that price at game time. Once you get past the favorite, there's a lot of different ways to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses, all about the same price, give or take a few. The 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, all between 5 and 9-1. Second choice right now, the 5 Woke Up Aces from Michael McCarthy. Been training well and won nicely, going 5 on a hook at Santa Anita last March. Mare right next to a Jewel Thief, first off the claim for Bob Hess. Claim from D'Amato, who brought the horse in from Oaklawn. 2 good efforts by Jewel Thief, and she won comfortably last time out. She is definitely jumping up in class, but she sure did it nicely. Came back with a typical Hess work on August 30 and a half and 51 flat. That's the norm for that barn. There's Jewel Thief. And Woke Up Ace is also out of her stall. Craig Lewis sends out the 9, Devil's Dance. Thought she ran all right last time. She was off slow, and she actually finished up nicely. Talked to Craig this morning. He said this wasn't the spot they were looking for. There was a race that didn't go last week for Devil's Dance, so they ended up in this spot. Wasn't the ideal spot. She's in for the optional 40. Still, she ran all right last time, and she's a big price at 13-1. Drayden Van Dyke looking for a second win on the card. Another look at Jewel Thief. Big, good-looking mare. She's by Gemologist. Never been out of the exact in 7 starts. Claimed out of her debut from Joe Sharp back at Churchill. Swirling into Jory, also in for the optional 40 tag. Jory taking a good-sized class drop here. She drops out of the non-winners twice to the non-winners other than condition, which she won 2 back at Santa Anita. So big class drop onto Jory. Carell, who was second her last race, came back to win. Bulletproof One, who won that race, was off the board at a short price in this afternoon's 3rd race. So 50-50 on how productive that race was. One next out winner and one next out beaten favorite out of the July 24th heat. There's a good look at Tajori. Chestnut filly by Will Take Charge. Swirling the other one in for the tag. She ran well last time behind Watch Me Burn and Lucky Peridot. That was an open 40, so she jumps up into allowance company. Watch Me Burn finished off the board in today's third race, but it was on the main track, so don't know really how much that applies to this situation. Jocks making our way out for this afternoon's sixth. Just about set for rider, and it is pick 6 time at Del Mar.
The horses for today's 6th race are now coming onto the track. This race begins our $2 pick six. No changes. We also have exacta, quinella, trifecta, superfecta, double, and pick three. Post time in 7 minutes. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have now reached the starting gate. It is post time, set to line up for the 6th. Loading up now at 5/8 on turf. Swirling and Miss Fraulein are first in. Now Greg's Diva. There's Tijori. Now Blue Sky Baby. Jewel Thief goes in. Here's Velvet Queen. Woke Up Chases loading. Now 2 more. Devil's Dance and Dolce. Devil's Dance goes in. Dolce completes the field. Loading in. They're all set. They're off. Greg's Diva began fast, one from the inside, jumps out to take the lead. Miss Fraulein second, Blue Sky Baby third, Dolce fourth. Then it's Tijori, Jewel Thief, and between horses coming on as Woke Up to Aces now right in that pack. Then Devil's Dance and Velvet Queen. Trailer is swirling, 7 off the lead. They go for the turn now, and Miss Fraulein comes to hook up early with Greg's Diva to the turn. She takes a slight lead. Blue Sky Baby is now third, Tijori back to fourth, Dolce is racing fifth. Woke Up to Aces, Jewel Thief, Devil's Dance, Velvet Queen second last has 6 lengths to make up, and 2 back to swirling. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Miss Fraulein is hooked up with Greg's Diva. They're stride for stride. They've put 2 on Blue Sky Baby, then Dolce and Tijori. A furlong left to go. Greg's Diva digs in determinedly. It's Greg's Diva, Blue Sky Baby. Though here comes Blue Sky Baby and Dolce. Blue Sky Baby coming at Greg's Diva. Blue Sky Baby and Rispoli again to beat out Greg's Diva. Dolce third. Miss Fraulein held on fourth.
1 minute. The horses are approaching the starting gate. Waiting for Magnetique and Wicked Amber. They're in the gate. And they're off. Bit of a start for number Finder. Nonetheless, she's up close. Tattarazzi is the leader. Fun Finder runs in. And Wild North is on the outside, next and third. And then Super Cute, who's racing in fourth. Leeway to her inside in fifth. And down at the rail, it is Stytown Baby, who is next in sixth. Magnetique is in seventh. Positive Skew on the outside in eighth. Wicked Amber runs in ninth. And the trailer is Stormy Derby Day in 10th. The open quarter mile, 24 seconds. Tattarazzi is the leader here by a length. Fun Finder, Wild North on the outside. Just in behind is Leeway, who's down at the rail racing in fourth. And Super Cute is in fifth position, 3.5 lengths off the lead. Stytown Baby is next in sixth, followed on the outside by Positive Skew, the gray in seventh. Magnetique is eighth. At the back are Wicked Amber and Stormy Derby Day. Half mile, 58 and 3/5 seconds. Tattarazzi continues to lead here. Leeway has come on through down on the inside. Alongside is Fun Finder. Fun Finder second by Leeway is right there in third. And then we come back to Wild North and Stytown Baby. They're all chasing Tattarazzi, who has the lead as they head into the stretch. It's Tattarazzi in front. Leeway running in second. Tattarazzi a little more than a length. Leeway is all out in second. Stytown Baby has now moved into third. It's Tattarazzi who's been in front right from the start. Leeway with one last try, but is not going to catch Tattarazzi, a front-running winner of the finale. Leeway was second. Magnetique came on for third, and Stytown Baby.
Good look at the one-horse Parnelli, a first-time starter for trainer John Sheriffs as we begin the late pick 5, and it's a good pick 5. Very tough races, 3 stakes, and might pay a little something this afternoon. Let's get down there and take a look. There is Parnelli. What a good-looking animal he is. First-time starter by Quality Road. The workout report's very, very favorable on this horse. He's been training exceptionally well in the morning. Got the rear rundowns on. Only Parnelli I can think of is Parnelli Jones, the auto racing legend. Guessing maybe that's where the name came from. It's the only Parnelli I can think of, and this horse has trained well for the debut. Drayden Van Dyke rides and overlaid right now at 7-1. Risk and Reward, 4-horse being saddled by Mike Marlowe for Baffert. Of course, Jimmy Barnes broke his wrist in that mishap yesterday at Churchill, so he'll be out of action for a while. 4-horse, the first-time starter, making his way out. Good crisp work tab and Abel Cedillo aboard. Here's Runaway YY. First-time starter for a barn that has 1 win this year from 28 starters. 3 gate works. California bred in with open. That right off the bat makes it tough. 3-horse Labor Union behind for Pete Urton. First-time starter by Union Rags. With a decent enough work tab. There's a look at Labor Union. Judging by the will pays, it appears the 4 and the 8 are going to go out pretty close to co-favored. Red Flag, another first for Sheriffs. No gate works on Red Flag showing. Gate work on Parnelli. Red Flag, a $220,000 purchase by a $10,000 stallion, so that's a good amount to pay. 23-1 number. Usual shadow roll and blinkers on the Baffert first-timer Risk and Reward. John Sheriffs makes his way out, saddling 2, 1 and 2. Real good pick 5 to wrap things up. The 8th race is a wide open juvenile filly turf. Love the way Canoodling won. I think she'll really like the distance too. And then watching the way Patty Gallagher's horse won earlier today in the 4th race, Consternation. That sure makes Inner Beauty look good because Inner Beauty dusted her over in Ireland. And she's 5-1 on the line for the juvenile fillies turf. The Del Mar debutante, Princess Noor, super impressive maiden one, but I sure like the way My Girl Red won too. And being by Texas Red, the 7-8 should be a perfect distance for My Girl Red. That's an interesting matchup. Del Mar Derby's a complete scramble. Mike Stidham's got the favorite shipping in Pixelate. But that's another race that could fall a lot of different ways. And the 11th race is a good maiden race. The bottom 3 are out, 11, 12, and 13. You got 2 Mr. Biggs on the outside, Big Story and Big Flame. Big Flame ran a winning race. He's the horse to beat. But watching the videotape of the 2 Alpine Thunder, he really ran well at Santa Anita. He was off slow. He was far back early, and he finished with a rush. Galloped out in front. Really ran well. And he's been off since then with a light work tab for a low-profile barn, but I really like the way Alpine Thunder finished in his debut. So it's a good sequence, challenging pick 5. And post time is less than 12 minutes away here at Del Mar.
The horses for today's 7th race are now coming onto the track. This race begins our late 50-cent pick 5 wager with exacta, quinella, trifecta, superfecta, double, and pick 3 wagering. No changes here in the 7th. Post time in 9 minutes. The horses are approaching the starting gate. The horses have now reached the starting gate. There's Tenor and Labor Union. Hot Pastrami, one from the outside. Now Parnelli. Parnelli loading in. Two more, Risk and Reward. And Superman Shack. Load, going in. About time for the late pick 5. They're off. Superman Shack began super from the far outside to take the lead from Tenor. These two got clear quickly. Parnelli up the inside now coming up to take second. Risk and Reward getting between horses now to take third. He's catching up quickly, in fact. Then Hot Pastrami and Runaway YY. 5 lengths further back to Labor Union. Long way back to Red Flag, racing greenly, 15 lengths off the lead. Racing for the 3/8 pole, and now up the inside, Superman Shack at the rail is taken on by Parnelli. He's gotten to his outside, right there in second. And Risk and Reward is traveling strongly in third. Tenor is back to fourth. Hot Pastrami in fifth at the rails. Got 3 lengths to make up now. The rest have fallen behind. Labor Union is far back, so is Red Flag. Long back to Runaway YY. Past the quarter pole, Superman Shack digs in. Parnelli between horses, whips out on Risk and Reward for a finish. 2 back to Hot Pastrami and Tenor. Furlong to go, and Superman Shack lengthening his stride. He's opening up, and today he shows his talent. And look at Superman Shack. He's opening up impressively. Superman Shack and Flavian Pratt to win stylishly. Parnelli was second. Looked like Hot Pastrami nailed Risk and Reward for show. The unofficial top 2 place finishers in the 7th. Winner was number 8, Superman Shack. In set number 1, Parnelli. There's a photo for third. Final time for 5.5 furlongs, 1 minute 4 and 25 100ths. Number 7, Hot Pastrami was third. Number 4, Risk and Reward fourth. Official 8, 1, 7, and 4. Race 7 is official. Coming up next, today's 8th race begins our stakes action today. It is the $75,000 added Del Mar Juvenile Fillies Turf. No changes out of the 8th. It also begins our late 50-cent pick 4. And post time for the ace at 4:40. Now in the happy winner circle is number 8, Superman Shack. He's a 2-year-old colt by Shackelford from Drummond by Henny Hughes, bred in King by Frankfurt Park Farm and Michael Hernan. Winning owner is Barber, trainer Peter Miller, and winning jockey Flavien. They're off. Superman Shack began super from the far outside to take the lead from Tenor. These two got clear quickly, partly up the inside, coming up to take second. Risk and Reward getting between horses now to take third. He's catching up quickly, and then Hot Pastrami and Runaway Y. 5 lengths further back to Labor Union. Long way back to Red Flag. Racing lead 15 lengths off the lead. Racing for the 3/8 pole, and now up the inside. Superman Shack at the rail is taken on by Parnelli. He's gotten to his outside right there in second. And Can Reward is traveling strongly in third. Tenor is back to fourth. Hot Pastrami in fifth at the rails. Got 3 lengths to make up now. The rest have fallen behind. Labor Union is far back. So is Red Flag. Long way back to Runaway YY. Past the quarter pole. Superman Shack digs in. Parnelli between horses. Whips out on Risk and Reward for finish. 2 back to Hot Pastrami and Tenor. Furlong to go, and Superman Shack lengthening his stride. He's opening up, and today he shows his talent. And look at Superman Shack. He's opening up impressively. Superman Shack and Flavien Prat to win stylishly. Parnelli was second. Looked like Hot Pastrami. Risk and Reward for show.